Alright, hello and welcome to episode 17 of my playthrough of All the Mod 7 to the Sky. In the previous episode, we went around and got ourselves our hands on some All the Modium, finally. I went around after that episode. As you can see here, my charm is decreased a fair amount, and I've got some more All the Modium ore sitting in my backpack. Purely because I think I want to wait to process it, because right now we're only doubling, and if we look at the quest line here for Mechanism, we can get ourselves to, what, I don't think it's quite tripling, but like 3 raw ore into 8 ore shards. So I think it ends up being doubling plus an extra quarter or something like that. And then obviously further on we can, I think it's like quintuple or something like that. We can get it pretty close to like just giving ourselves like silly amounts of ore per process, which is kind of what I want to go towards in the meantime. But before we do that and do stuff like that, I died last episode. Not last episode, in between last episode and this one. I died. I fell off into the void. And in the process of doing so, me trying to be the intelligent person, I died because my jetpack actually ran out of, what's the word? It ran out of energy, I guess. And so I just kind of fell into the void. I was just building. As you can see here, the base is looking a bit nicer than the last time we left it. It's just like, you know, looking good. It's I spent some time decorating. It looks better than what it did. But yeah, obviously in doing so, I died. So I think we're going to look at better flight. And by better flight, I mean, if we look at, it's one of these things has some sort of flight option. Here we go. It's Swift Wolf's Rending Gale. It gives us some early-ish creative flight. And it uses Project E. So this is how we're going to actually give ourselves power to, you know, get some creative flight, which will be a bit better than the jetpack. The jetpack was a bit hard to control, and I didn't like the fact that you would drop as you were doing it. It just made building really annoying. So to do that, we're going to get into these things, which means we're going to have to get into some Project E. And then while doing that, I guess in the next episode, depending on how long this one takes us, we are going to continue on and probably get ourselves some Vibranium and then Unobtainium. Hopefully in one episode. I don't know whether that's actually going to happen or not, but I think that's going to be my plan. So yeah, let's actually get started, because I actually don't really know what we need. So I'm going to need some dark matter. Dark matter is going to need Eternal as fuel. So I think if to start this realistically, we're going to probably want at Project E at least a transmutation table to start with. Oh, we need Vibranium for this. And Enderium plate, that's easy, we can get that. Okay, we need Vibranium. I thought this only you needed all the Modium. Alright, so it looks like we're getting Vibranium this episode then. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. Vibranium, let's have a look. I actually forget how to get this. In the Nether's Warped Forest and Crimson Forests, between Y100 or Y123, or the other, okay, this is actually where we're going to go. The other, between Y0 and Y20. And the other is, I think we can see it here, this teleport pad is what we need. And we need to access that from inside the Nether, I think. Teleport pad is how you get to the other. To get to the other, place the pad down in the Nether and shift right click with an empty hand. And then there's some, I guess, the other is a dangerous place. Make sure you're to be prepared. So if I pig liches, you will need their hearts. What do we need their hearts for? Makes dragon soul. I have no idea what that does. Apparently we need their hearts. And that's how we make the alloys. Though I'm not sure what the alloys are used for. But either way, we need to get to the other, so we need a teleport pad. That should be really, really easy to make. We just need some... Okay, so I need all the Modium. I'm just going to grab 1 ingot of it, because I'm going to turn this into nuggets. The nuggets are going to go in there. Let's do that, and then I need 1 ender pearl to make this, to make the teleport pad. That gives us some quests, and we need to go to the Nether. Have we been to the Nether yet? I don't think we have we? You know what? Flight would make this like so much easier. I'm going to do this without flight. We're going to see how horrible this is. I also enchanted my pickaxe. I don't know if I mentioned that already. But anyway, we need to get to the nether. I don't think we've been there yet. So let's grab some obsidian. Okay, I don't know why that's not auto-selected. Obsidian. I need 10 of these. And 8, 9, and 10. And let's find a spot to place this. Because we don't really have one yet. Let's just go over here. Doesn't really matter where. I just want it kind of far enough away that we're not listening to the portal make its noises all the time. Bang. I'll place that there. Bang. Bang. And then I need a flint and steel, which I don't have one already. So I need to make one. Flint and steel. Cool. I'll go there. That takes us to the nether. And I'm pretty sure I need just the Oldemodium pickaxe to get us the Vibranium. Alright, so we're in the nether. Oh, I need blocks actually. I have some blocks on me. Obviously, we're still in October because we're still getting the ghosts and stuff popping up. Oh, wow. And we have a fortress, like, right there. That's going to be really handy in a second. In the coming episodes, because blaze rods are going to be pretty big for us. There's some really cool upgrades and stuff that I want to make with blaze rods. Instead of making the charm and stuff. Right, but as far as I'm aware, this is literally all we need to do. I can place that. Do I have my charged porter? Okay, we can still get back to our home. I'm going to go shift right click. There we go. And now we're in the other. Alright, so let's read this quest. That gives us some rewards. What else did I get done? Bounty board. I'm just kind of looking. Ow. Ow. Why am I on fire? Why am I on fire? What I'm going to do though is while I'm here, actually not quests, I'm going to go here, plus add waypoint, teleport, pad, just in case I forget. Though it shouldn't really be that necessary. Ancient Crimson Forest. But that gives me that. I'm going to grab my shovel out. And I don't know quite exactly how rare this stuff is. But I need to find Vibranium. Why am I on fire, bro? Stop it. What is setting me on fire? Am I getting shot at by a blaze or something? Is one of them aggroed on me? Yeah, I think it's that guy's aggroed on me. Ow. I'm actually taking like significant damage here. Do I have food? I do. I think it said between... Whoa, this thing is quick. Jesus. Oh my god, this pickaxe is like stupid quick. Do I have efficiency on it? I do, that's why I have. That's why it's so fast. You seeing this? I guess you're probably not because it's so dark. Where's my torches? Look at this. Look at the speed. Alright, I need to get all the way down to... I think it's between Y0 and Y20, was it not? Quests. You. Or the other between Y0 and Y20. So we may as well just go all the way down to the bottom in the other. That's not that hard. What I can do actually is if I hold this and then shift and then scroll wheel, I'm going to go to small... Which one is it? Escape tunnel. No, mining tunnel. I think it's mining tunnel is the one I want. And then just with one click, we can actually make like our staircase down. Using, what's the one? Ultimine. Let's grab my shovel. Do the same thing. Okay, sand is an issue. Good thing that this is actually quick. Wow, this is significantly annoying. The sand is frustrating. Because it's obviously dropping from all the way up there. We now have like unlimited sand. That's cool. I guess. Alright, so that's the sand being done with. Let's actually grab my torches back out so we can see what we're doing. Ancient stone. I have no idea what this stuff is. I think the sand is just going to continue to be an issue until we're like through this level and then finally actually underneath. Apparently not. I'm going to turn. Nope, that way doesn't work. Does it really matter? Because I guess realistically we're just going to, what's the word? I'm just going to pour it out of here. So I can pretty much just make like the tunnel however I want. Except this stuff is like really dark. Ooh, diamonds. Totally don't need them, but I will have them. I will take them. I'm just using Ultimine set to that one setting so that we can actually make this tunnel all the way down. Otherwise, this would just take forever. So go bang, bang, and that makes... There you go. That's more of an explanation of how this thing works. It just literally just makes a tunnel all the way down. And obviously, once it hits random blocks, it doesn't continue to do it, but this will be good enough for the time being. There. We're just going to keep doing this. I'm going to get all the way down to 0, and I'm pretty sure we can continue to use Ultimine pretty much to make the tunnel to find this Vibranium as well. Because remember, we need at least one piece of it before we can actually make the charm to make finding the stuff a bit easier before we get like that X-ray potion or whatever, or the charm or whatever it's called. But we need to get down to Y0 at least. That's zinc. We don't care about zinc. It's super dark. I might do this off camera, and we'll come back once I've found a piece of Vibranium. Does that sound like a good time? I feel like that sounds like a better time than literally just watching me here, sitting and mining. So let's get down to Y0. That's where I want to be. 0. Bang. Does this continue to go down? It must continue to go down. Alright, but we're here. So I'm going to show you this strategy. I'm going to hold shift. I'm going to hit small square. And now I can literally just build a tunnel with my pickaxe. It's kind of like having one of those hammers from Tinker's Construct. So I'm just going to do this and just keep going along until I find Vibranium, which might take a while. So we'll come back once I found a piece of Vibranium. Alright, so I made a discovery. I did some looking because we were mining through a ton of deep slate down here, looking for Vibranium. And I wasn't finding any Vibranium. I was mining for a little bit and I didn't find any, so I looked at the ore to actually see what kind of ore I was looking for, right? And it turns out it's this type. It's the other Vibranium ore, which is inside of the ancient stone, which obviously there's not a whole lot of down here. I thought obviously the deeper you go, the better. But it seems to be that you're better off just going in the part where it's like thickest of this stuff so you can actually see more of it. So here's our first piece of Vibranium. Let's drop all this random junk that is magneted to my feet until I actually pick up the Vibranium ore. There we go, and that's our first piece. Now, I'm pretty sure this thing obviously will just let us get the Vibranium site. Vibranium site potion. Yeah, and we just need to do it's literally the same exact process that we did in the previous episode for what's the one? Allthemodium. But now that we have that one piece, it's probably actually better off for us just to teleport back home, to be completely honest. Let's not waste all these items that are sitting on the floor here. Let's throw all this stuff into my backpack and then use the charged porter to get back. Cool. Let's do a quick inventory dump, just get rid of this stuff that we don't need. Diamonds, all that stuff. Don't need any of that. Don't need you. You go in my backpack. I'll pull all this stuff out later. But I guess what we're doing at this point now is just getting myself that Vibranium site stuff. So we've got to get, obviously, Vibranium powder, the calcinated version. So we have to do all of this stuff, which we should just be able to do within, hopefully just within, I need one piece of ore, of ingot, sorry. So let's process this ingot. Just throw it in there. That'll go through. Eventually it'll end up in this chest. There we go. That's our 2 pieces. And I need one of them. Let's throw this one away. We want to make the powder. Cool. That makes 1 Vibranium powder. The powder needs to get cooked. That makes the calcinated stuff. Sweet. And now I need mundane potions, which is just sugar. Yeah. And my brewing stand. So I've got that. I need 1 piece of sugar. Sugar. Oh, that's not working. Sugar. 1 piece of U. I want my Vibranium site potion up again. I don't want the lingering version. I don't care about the lingering potion. This is the one I want. Because obviously I want to make the charm. And these are too cheap. I feel like these are honestly too cheap for what they are. These should be way more expensive. Again, I'm not complaining, mind you. I'm actually not complaining because at this point I'll take it. So that's that. I need my sugar and I need bottles of water. So I need bottles then. Will be the last thing I need. That's 1 bottle. Just make up another 1 real quick. Need to fill this up with water. These 3 go 1, 2, 3 with sugar. And this will take us time to, I guess, turn into a potion. And then we put in the calcinated vibranium, and then we wait for that to turn into the site. And then once we have that, we can go back to the other and just get like an absolute ton of this stuff, hopefully, pretty quickly. At least enough to come back and make these rings and stuff. I want to get into Project E. I want that creative flight ASAP. We take these 3. We go 1, 2, 3. And then it's just blaze powder. Bang, bang. That makes us that. This isn't activated. So now it's just a matter of going back into the nether. Cool. We're in the nether. Hold shift right click on that thing. That takes us to the other. We find wherever the heck we traveled down, which was around here somewhere. There it is. We run all the way back down to the bottom. Now this is where we were tunneling. I turn on the charm. And I guess from here, it's just a matter of going back into this thing, going shift, tilde, getting it to small square. Not that it really matters, I don't think. And then just mining along. And then periodically looking around in the darkness and seeing if we see some outlined vibranium. There we go, there's one. So we're going to make our way over to that. Just a little bit of x-raying. Doesn't hurt. It is super dark, and I'm out of food already. That's the problem with Ultimon. Is that you really run out of hunger really quickly. But there's another piece of vibranium. Bang. Cool. And now let's do this for, I don't know, at least until I have like 16 of them. Does that sound like a good number? I feel like that sounds like a good number. So I'm going to do this off camera. And then we'll come back once I have some chunk of vibranium on me. Does that sound like a plan? I think that's a plan. Oh, I totally forgot. I have Fortune 3 on my pickaxe. So I'm actually getting way more vibranium ore than what I normally would. This makes life a bit better. I'm going to go until I have like a stack of this stuff, if that's the case then. Because now I've got 9. And then I break this one. Oh, that one only gave me 1. But you get the drill. It's Fortune. It works like everything else. So yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go until I have a stack. A stack is like a much better amount. Which explains why I had so many diamonds the previous time I went back to the base. Okay, and that is now our stack fully collected. That didn't take that long. Realistically, this charm made it that much easier, and I was just like, obviously, just strip mining. And that isn't even going after every single piece that I found. That was pretty much just going after all the ones that were like easy to get to be honest with you. So I'm only going to process out about half of this stuff, I reckon. I think that seems like a fair amount. Realistically, that's going to give me the stack's worth once it gets fully processed and smelted. It's already done. There you go. There's a stack plus 7. That's a ton of vibranium. So now I think... obviously we're going to hand all of these things in. This is going to give us some cool stuff. Would that give us redstone site? Cool. What can we make now? Oh, okay, you need the previous version to upgrade. That's curious then. So what do I need for the vibranium pickaxe? Do I just get the pickaxe or do I have to actually like upgrade? You. No, I just get the pickaxe. Okay, that's not that bad. I just need a couple plates and some rods. We know how to make all of that stuff. Let's throw this away. Because we're going to ignore all of that because I want the transmutation table. I need to make an Enderium plate. I need more Enderium. Let's request up a stack. Let's request up 63. I think that's actually the fair amount. And that'll craft up. I only need an extra one piece to make the plate. And then that should be nearly a transmutation tablet, because I have to do all this crafting up by hand, actually, don't I? To go all the way up to Eternalist fuel. So I need that, I need that, I need that. And then that comes from coal. Cool. And we should have, like, how much coal do we have currently? Let's sleep. It's too much rain. Rain's annoying. We have currently, 16,000. Oh, that's the most that this thing can hold? Oh, we want more than that. Let's make ourselves some copper upgrades. We're going to need a lot of it in the future, just for, like, obviously, because I don't think there's very many things that have EMC value. If I look up here, I'm pretty sure it's tag EMC. Yeah, see, okay, so there's not a whole lot of things in here that actually hold EMC. I think this actually goes from... No, it doesn't. I thought it would go from, like, lowest to highest, but I'm pretty sure currently coal is probably our highest level of... Oh, nether quartz is actually really... Oh, amethyst shards are really good. How do we get amethyst shards? For EMC. From basalt. Oh, that's almost so worth it, farming this stuff, just to get, like, an absolute ton of EMC. All right, that's for that's future plans, future plans, future plans. Okay. We need to make this stuff though. So we need alchemical coal. This one, which comes from obviously our philosopher's stone and coal. I'm just going to go shift click, make about a stack of it, or rather 4 stacks, because that will then make 1 stack of Mobius fuel, and then the stack of Mobius fuel will turn into, or should turn into, what is it, 16 Eternalist fuel. And then that Eternalist fuel turns into dark matter. I need all the modium, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4 of these to go into the system so that I can make the dark matter that I need. Oh, that wasn't enough. Okay, I need to do that one more time. So you, 1, 2, 3, 4. You, click, click. Go back in, you, click, click, there, and then you can make 2 more dark matter. And that gives us a transmutation table. Transmutation table can go down. We're going to need this. I don't know whether we need this right away or not, but I'm going to place this down over the top of that because we don't need that anymore. So what else do we need? So we got that. Antimatter relay. You're really easy to make. This is only the Mark 1 as well, so we can actually upgrade this thing, I'm pretty sure, pretty easily. You just costed dark matter. Do I just do that now? I think we just do that now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, let's just go shift click. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna go bang, that makes, whoops, let's put all that stuff away. That makes 2 stacks of this. And then we need, that gives us 32 of that. Cool. And then, where's my Modium? We may as well just throw that into the system. Because I think it was only 1 piece of dark matter that I needed, wasn't it? Okay, we're gonna need a ton more dark matter anyway. That does that. I can press U on that, which gives us the antimatter relay Mark II, which will store a ton of EMC, and it outputs 192 EMC per second. Red matter. Oh, red matter is expensive. Okay, so that's the highest level we can make this thing. So let's just throw that there. I'm pretty sure this thing just takes stuff that has EMC value and then turns it into EMC, does it not? Yeah, totally. All right, so just fill this thing up with coal. That's going to fill up the machine with EMC over time. It's going to take a second. And it'll just go through and that'll store EMC. Cool, we're going to need that. That's going to be important in a second. Okay, let's make a bunch more dark matter. Because I'm going to need at least another 4 to make... Well, that only makes 1. To make our ring. Oh, do I really only have 3 feathers? Okay. Let's make the iron band. We can make that. What else do we need? Okay, so I need 3 more of those. So more Aeternalist fuel is what I'm seeing. This is really annoying. Actually, I can probably do this way easier. Let's get 1 of each of these. So let's get alchemical coal. Let's grab... Need 1 Mobius fuel. And then that's Aeternalist. Let's just make sure that the system, or that our, whatchamacallit, EMC thing learns it. Let's burn all of this stuff. And then what I can do is, does dark matter have EMC? It doesn't. Okay, that's annoying. But what I can do is just grab out a stupid amount of coal. And then just go like this. That gives me EMC value. Cool, we can do that. Didn't we see that nether quartz had some really good value? So let's grab out a bunch of nether quartz, since this stuff is costs us literally nothing. And you can see that EMC in the bottom left is just climbing, which means I should just be able to shift click out just a bunch of Aeternalist fuel. And then obviously that can be turned into dark matter really easily. Let's put all that in there. And then let's see how much dark matter we have. We have 3. 1 more, they give me 4 dark matter. Just need 1 more feather. And then we can do this. So I think the easiest way for us to get another feather is just to head into the Twilight Forest. And kill a bird. We just need 1 bird to kill. That didn't drop us a feather. You're not a bird. Hello birdies, where are you? I need to borrow your feathers. I feel like we saw a bunch of them the last time we were in here. What is this thing? Who are you? Ooh. You're a bad guy. You weren't that tough. Okay, I see chickens on the map, on the mini-map. Let's head to the chickens. Oh. Did you drop a feather? No. Damn. Chicken. I hear you. There you are. Still no feather. What about you? Still no feather, really? How many am I gonna have to, kill? Alright. There we go. That's a feather. Let's kill you anyway. Alright. Teleport back home. This thing needs to oh, I almost jumped off the edge. I don't have my jetpack. But either way, Swift Wolf's Rending Gale. Nice. Cool, and that just yoinked stuff from my inventory to use as EMC. So I can probably just fill this thing up with charge just by doing this. I'd forget how this works. Oh, you can only store 128. Interesting. Alright, so if that's going to be the case, I need some sort of EMC battery from Project E. Project? Which are pretty much just these Klein stars. How many of these can I get? We can make a lot of these, actually. Mobius fuel. Of course, I just need Mobius fuel. It's 21. Let's grab out the Aeternalist we had. Because that's too much, and we just keep this stored as EMC. Make some more Mobius fuel. And then that stuff can go into the system to make me a Klein star. Tier 1's probably going to be enough, but we may as well go crazy and get ourselves a tier 2. And then we should just be able to, if we put this thing into here, we can charge it up with EMC, right? And then this will store EMC. This will be our way of storing it. And then we're obviously just charging it up with coal. Probably not the best way of doing it. But this will fill up. And now you are just a charmer, you're not? So then if I just put you in one of my slots, we now have access to create a flight. And then obviously if I hit sprint, I can move around quicker. And that'll use up EMC, right? So this had 128 stored, and that went away very quickly. So we are going to need to keep an eye on this stuff as we kind of fly around and use it, just to make sure that our Kleinstein never runs out of battery. But I'm probably just going to fill it up, to be honest with you. Let's grab out like a bunch of quartz and then throw that into here as well. And then obviously if we upgrade this thing, it'll transfer faster back and forth. But at this point, I don't think it's really that necessary. The only thing that we're using that actually requires EMC is the ring that we're going to use. And with the amount that we have stored inside of this level 2 Kleinstar, we should have more than what's necessary. I don't know why this isn't like updating on its own, but we can store a bunch of EMC in here in this thing anyway. Cool, that's now full. Now I can hit spacebar, create a flight, and then hopefully we should see this thing starting to tick down. Oh, hovering doesn't cost. I know hovering does cost. But regardless, we have we have create a flight now. How good is that? That is quite nice, and that's actually like a really nice thing instead of using, what's the word? Instead of using EMC, not EMC, FE and the jetpacks. This is just a bit easier for like, you know, actually crafting and doing things nicely. Let's clear my inventory of some junk, because I don't need a lot of this stuff. And yeah, I feel like that's probably a good spot to leave this episode, actually. So anyone who's still watching, thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you all on the next one. Peace.